Hello everybody and welcome to Outdoors Britain. In this episode I'm going to show you another dinner that I make with the rabbits I shoot on the golf course. It's called wild rabbit tagine. First I'll show you the ingredients, then I'll show you how to make it. Let's get into it. And here are the ingredients. We've got extra virgin olive oil, a 400 gram can of chickpeas, a 400 gram can of chopped tomatoes. We have the Ras El Hanout or Ras El Hanu. I'm not entirely sure how that's pronounced, but it's basically a sort of North African, Moroccan kind of spice mix. I was going to make it myself, but a couple of the ingredients I just couldn't find around the supermarkets, so I brought the ready-made one. We've got apricots, we've got 2 large carrots, 1 large onion, we've got lamb stock cubes, we've got fresh aromatic and zesty coriander, and we have proper cloves of garlic. And last but not least, we have the meat from 1 rabbit. Now, as usual with my cooking videos, I'm gonna do all the chopping and speed it up while I'm doing it so I don't bore you all to death with it. Okay, so first of all, what I'm going to do is prepare the onion, the carrots. I'm going to sort of drain and rinse the chickpeas and do a couple of other bits, and then I'll explain sort of what I'm doing after I've done all the chopping and everything's ready to sort of go into the cast iron cooking pot. As and when it needs to go in there, I'll just explain what I'm doing. I hope I didn't lose you all there. Right, on with the chopping. Okay, so unfortunately the sort of latter half of that last video clip got corrupted because the card was still full of HD video footage from a fishing session and my last shooting session, so I lost the sort of second bit of that clip. I mean, this is how far I've got, so we're going to pick up where we left off. Now I'm just going to open the chickpeas and drain them and rinse them. One can of chickpeas, drained and rinsed. And next we need to crush 2 cloves of garlic. You can finely chop them, But if you really can't, if like me, you really can't be bothered to sit there and finely chop 2 cloves of garlic, you can just put them through a crusher. It doesn't make any difference whatsoever. One garlic crusher. Just make sure that's right in the middle of there, like so. In goes the second one. And give it a crush. Get a nice squeeze, get it all in there. Like so. Put that there out of the way. And now we need 2 tablespoons of our spice mix, the Ras El Hanout or Hanout. I'm not entirely sure on the correct pronunciation of that. Perhaps someone could tell me down in the comments. Anyway, as you can see, it's the usual sort of supermarket sized jar of spices, so there's no way I'm going to get a tablespoon in there, but 3 imperial teaspoons add up to 1 imperial tablespoon. We're in Britain, so I'm going to use the British imperial measurements, or old money as some people call it. Right, so that means we need 6 teaspoons of this. Oh wow, that smells absolutely delicious. 1, 2, 3. It's 1 tablespoon. 1, 2, 3, and that's 2 tablespoons. And we'll just put that there out of the way. And now I'm going to quickly dice up the rabbit. Right, that's just about everything prepared. Now let's get cooking. And before I forget, 200 grams of apricots. Now we're ready to get cooking. Okay, so first things first, preheat your oven to 180 degrees Celsius or 160 degrees Celsius if it's a fan oven, or gas Mark IV. So I'm going to, because we've got a gas oven, I'm going to set ours to gas Mark IV. And now you need your cast iron cooking pot. and put it on one of your sort of medium-sized cooker rings, or on your large cooker ring. All depends on the size of your cooking pot. Now this one is cast iron, but you don't have to use a cast iron pot. You could use a stainless steel one, or an aluminium one, or you could use one of those enamelled ones. But don't use a glass or Pyrex one, because the heat of the hob will most likely break it. Right, now then, you need 2 tablespoons of the olive oil. Now, I haven't, believe it or not, I haven't actually got a tablespoon, so I'm just going to guesstimate it with a couple of dessert spoons and a little bit more. 1, 2, oh, let's just go with 3, and a bit. In it goes. Like that. Now we're going to light the ring and heat that oil up. Now, first of all, we're going to add into our cooking pot the roughly chopped onion. In it goes. And also, we're going to add our chopped carrot. In it goes. Now we're just going to cook these for sort of 2 to 3, maybe 4 minutes, just until they're sort of golden. And just while that's cooking, I'm going to make the stock. And we need 600 millilitres. And to make 600 millilitres of this stock, we need about 1.5 of these Knorr stock cubes. They're in the jug, waiting for boiling water. Just going to turn that heat down because that's a little bit too aggressive. And just get this stirring round to make our stock. I've got to be honest though, I do prefer OXO cubes to Knorr, but any old stock cubes will do. Right, there's our stock. And now that these are just starting to go golden, it's time to add our garlic. Like so. Give that a little mix in. Now we're going to cook that for about a minute, and then we'll be moving on to the next step. Right, that's had just about a minute, so now it's time to stir in our spices. The Ras El Hanout or Hanout. In it goes. Give that a little stir in. Now I'm going to turn the heat right down, as low as it will. And now we're going to open our tin of chopped tomatoes and pour it in. Like so. And give it all a good stir together. And now, in goes the rabbit. In it goes. Give that a little mix. A mix round, like so. And now, in goes our tin of chickpeas. Give those a little stir in, like so. And now, in go our apricots. And last but not least, in goes the stock. We'll just give that a little stir and get it all mixed together. And now from experience, I know those handles are going to be quite hot. So I'm just going to sort of centralise it on the cooker ring a bit better than it is. Using the oven gloves. And I'm going to turn the heat back up on the hob about halfway, just to get this simmering. And once that's simmering nicely, we're going to take it off the hob and put it into the oven, and then we're going to set a timer for 1 hour. Lovely. Okay, now that's just about starting to simmer. We're going to put the lid on, and using our oven gloves, because we already know that it's going to be hot, we're going to quickly turn the gas on the hob off. Then we're going to open the oven, adjust the shelves, because like a noddy I completely forgot to do it. We're going to take our pot off the top, very carefully, and put it on the shelf in the middle of the oven, like so. Then we're going to carefully close the door, just like that, and now we're going to set a timer for 1 hour. Okay, while that's cooking in the oven, I'm going to get the rice ready to start cooking when it's needed. I'm cooking. It's been in the oven for about 40 minutes now. Yeah, 40 minutes it's been in. So yeah, we're going to get this rice on. So first, let's stick the kettle on and wait for it to boil. And in goes the boiling water. Oh, wrong one. Now I'm going to leave that rice on a low heat and let it cook slowly. Okay, that has now had an hour in the oven, and that rice is just about done. So I'm going to turn off the heat on the hob and the oven. And I'm going to take the cast iron cooking pot out of the oven very carefully. Now, let's see what it looks like. Oh wow. Oh yes, that is absolutely delicious. I'll put that out of the way for a minute. Hang the oven gloves back on there. Right. Just going to give this a little stir. like that. Right. I think I'll dish the rice up first. It's going to be the best bet. And now, just to finish it off with a little bit of garnish, we're going to take about a handful of sort of roughly chopped fresh aromatic and zesty coriander. That was this one. And just sprinkle a little bit over the top. Whoops. Just to garnish. Not too much. You don't want it to be overpowering. Just a little bit like that. Like so. And there you have it, a Moroccan inspired wild rabbit tagine. Well, that was absolutely delicious, and it's such a simple and easy one to make. In fact, you could probably make it as a one pan just on the hob. I really hope you've enjoyed this episode. That is the end. Thank you for watching.